Kirk, will you share your full Revert story with us?
Absolutely, brother. I grew up in Toronto, Canada, one of the most multicultural cities, I would say, in the world nowadays. So I basically was born and raised there, grew up, went to school. By the time I was going to school in high school, we had moved out of Toronto, but just in a small little town kind of thing, a couple hours east of Toronto, and I was one of the bad boys growing up, right? We didn't have much religion. Like, religion was never put on me at all growing up. And or in my household, my dad wasn't really religious. I lost my mom when I was young, like 19, I would say. So she wasn't really religious or anything like that. In high school, I was kind of like a misfit, I would say. A little bit, selling pot, doing things like that, smoking pot. I was a pot guy, right? Big smoker. And if I was to have this conversation, like if you would have asked me I would be having this conversation with you, let's say even 2 years ago, I wouldn't have ever thought that I would have become Muslim. You know what I mean? But there was a time when I was just recently, last couple of years, we moved out of Ontario 4 years ago and moved to Eastern Canada. Probably about, 16 hours from everything that I grew up around. But it was where all my dad's side of the family was, right? See, my dad's from New Brunswick, Canada, where he left when he was 14 years old. Right. And then kind of had me, my brother, and then raised us. And he was there for about 35 years. And then finally during COVID, that's when he decided he wanted to move home, be closer with my grandmother. And I kind of followed suit, man. I was running a business. I'm a subcontractor by trade, mobile welder. I was working on some of probably the biggest projects in Toronto, all the subways and stuff like that. So all the tunnels, stuff, big jobs, right? Multi-million-dollar projects, right? And I was doing really good, really good. And then COVID came, dad moved. I got a wife I've been with for 17 years, 2 daughters, 6 and 9, and so I followed suit. I thought it was maybe the best thing for us, and in doing so, it kind of broke me, right? Within the few years that I was here, because the work out here, there's no work out here like in Toronto, right? It's all woods here. Like where I'm at, I'm in a village with like max, I would say 3,000 people. I'm definitely the only Muslim in this village. But luckily there is a masjid about 45 minutes right away in Fredericton, New Brunswick, right? So we moved out here 4 years ago, and in doing so, like I said, I thought I was doing the correct thing for my kids and my wife. And I pretty much lost everything, fell into a deep depression. I struggled with addiction, pills, pain pills, specific. And it really took a huge toll on me because I wasn't making the money that I was used to. I wasn't able to provide for my family the way that I wanted to. So at times people were suggesting maybe I should, go to church, or something, you know. And, you know, I thought of it. I did, but, you know, for the kids and stuff, I was thinking maybe they like it or enjoy it. But I always knew deep down, like, it never sat with me that Jesus was God, or the Trinity, whole thing with the Trinity. Never believed in that. And, so yeah, I never winded up going. And, not too long down the line, you know, I wasn't working much, so I was sitting on the couch, you know, doing a lot of sitting on the couch. And I got on YouTube and, you know, slowly got onto these travel vlogs. I was watching travel vlogs, a lot of, you know, the guys traveling around, going here, going there, you know, Southeast Asia, Philippines, Thailand. And then I was seeing the ones, you know, the guys going to all the Muslim countries and stuff in it, you know. And then I started hearing more about the religion and in the vlogs, right? And next thing you know, man, I'm digging deeper into it. You know, I'm watching video after video. I'm like, you know, this is it. Like, you know, I found it, man. You know, this is it, right? And, you know, being a guy like myself, you never would have thought that I would have, you know, turned to religion, and even religion, you know what I mean? Like, you know, but when you find the truth, like they say, like, when you find the truth, it's real. Like, you know, the entire world can be against you, and you're not going to give up your faith. You know? The truth is the truth, and that's it, you know. So, yeah, and then from the travel vlogs, I eventually was, I was like, you know, Fredericton's got to have a masjid, you know, and I'm like, you know, and I'm talking to my family about this at this time, right? Like, I'm telling my wife, I'm telling my dad, and they're all thinking I'm, you know, brainwashed. All to find out that they're the ones brainwashed by the Western media and propaganda, you know. And when you open your heart to something new, you know, these, you know, a lot of people are afraid. A lot of these people here in the Western world, they got their walls up, you know. They don't even want to hear it. And that's a sad thing, right? But, so from the YouTube videos, I wound up going to, getting a hold of a couple guys down at the local masjid. Went down there, met them, spoke with them, and, you know, like they say, any question that you have, they'll answer it. And they answered all my questions, man. Right? And it's been beautiful ever since, you know. And then, you know, I was kind of hemming and hawing. Should I do Shahada? And then I reached out. It was Ramadan, actually, and last year, and I reached out to Buddy, that you know, one of the guys, and he said, "Look, man, if you're ready, just, you know, you got to jump and take the leap, right?" Mm-hmm. And that June, I did. I took Shahada with my daughters watching, and yeah, the entire masjid.